these first couple of days, but I guess you guys haven't been too much of it.
Yeah.
But just kind of have the pads on, have the jersey on, that kind of thing.
It's awesome. I mean, kind of the dream aspect, just envisioning myself being in this position and, actually being here. But, there's another aspect of actually being excited to be a part of this team, this family. Excited to be a part of something big, something big that can happen here. So just being excited to, get the whole family back and get around the veterans and, just pour all I can into the team.
I mean, how excited are you just to get back to football after 4 months of training for 40 times and combine interviews and all that stuff? It's football, but it's not really football. How excited are you to get back to actually be on the field?
Extremely. I love the sport. At the bottom line, I love the sport of football. So, to be able to get back to that, and like I said, get around, my new family is going to be fun. It's the first time, and getting to know those guys. A ton of them have reached out already, and it's a great room I'm in, and I'm excited to soak up all I can from them and invest all I can into them.
How excited are you to join defensive line that you already have McQuinnan and Sheldon and Jim? How much easier would that having them alongside what you make the transition for you?
Those guys are all pros, right? They do things the right way, and they got a lot of years under their belt. So just be able to sit around them and learn from them and soak up all I can. And then be able to prove myself as a worthy teammate, as a worthy brother. That's very important to me. So, any way I can do that, that's extremely important to me. That's really the most important thing on my mind right now is getting around those guys and, showing them, what I'm about.
As far as the transfer, it obviously worked out really well for you.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been a first-round pick if you had not transferred to Georgia and Florida State?
Not sure. I didn't. That's not the path I took. But I ended up taking the other path, and I ended up being a first-round pick. But I couldn't tell you.
Well, was part of it to maybe showcase your talent more, go to a place where you would maybe get more action and get more of a stage to show your wares?
Yeah, 100%. Just showing how violent I am as a player and how physical I can be. That scheme at Florida State. It was a perfect opportunity, and not just that, it's an opportunity for me to grow, off the field as a man, in my faith and, as a person overall. So,
what type of impact do you think you can make with the Jets in year one in this team for
you? All right. It's all good. Anything that comes along with, Jermaine being Jermaine and, investing all I can into a team. I don't put a ton of expectations on myself in that aspect. I just know you can, in my experience, you put the team first and you operate the right way. All the individual stuff will handle itself, and more times than not, greater than what you could have, shot for being selfish.
You were one of two defensive ends drafted by the Jets this year. Yeah. Have you gotten a chance to know Michael at all, and kind of what are your impressions of him?
Yeah, that's my brother, man, already. We trained together at Exos for the Combine, so me and Mike have been around each other a lot, and, I'm aware he went to junior college as well, and kind of tells me all I need to know about him. We gelled immediately, and, kind of the same mindset when it comes to football play and then a lot of other things off the field, so he's a good guy and a pretty good football player. So I'm excited to work with him and grow together.
You said some guys have reached out. Have you had a chance to talk to any of the veterans? And if so, what have those interactions been like? And have you been able to pick their brains at all?
Yeah, I've been able to talk to Carlos, and then he's just experienced, or just got off to me that he's excited to get to work and that he's available, and that just speaks to who he is, and not just that, just how everyone speaks about him around the building tells me all I need to know. Your legacy is what people say about you when you're not around. So of what I've heard, he's a great guy and he's a pro's pro. So I'm blessed and I'm excited to be able to learn, under a guy like that, and not just him. Like I said, the whole room. I'm just blessed to be in a room like that, and not just the players, the coaches as well. So, like I said, I'm just excited to pour all I can into the organization and see what unfolds from that.
What is the key to setting the edge against the run? Because a lot of people say they want to do it, but then they can't do it. Yeah. What is the key to it?
It's a mindset, violence. There's no pretty boy work in the trenches. It's fun and stuff. As sacks look and stuff like that. first, second down, primarily run downs. You got to earn the right to rush the passer, and what comes with that in my position is setting the edge. You got to be violent, and you got to take your job serious because if you don't set the edge, a big play can bust, and that can shut down a defense. So I take that serious, and my job is setting the edge, make sure nothing comes outside of that, and I take that serious. I take my job serious because I don't want to let my team down.
I mean, the transfer obviously worked out well for you, but was it tough to watch Georgia win the national championship last year?
Not really. Those are my brothers. I got on the phone with them directly after it, and they made me feel welcome and stuff like that, as well as the parents. So, just knowing all the work that I put in, also there. I don't have the ring or whatever, but I got the brothers. I got the the blood, sweat, and tears, that I know and that they know, and they've expressed to me that I poured into the program, and being able to link up with Coach Smart and Coach Lanning at the draft was pretty awesome, and we shared a lot of good words and a lot of nostalgia, and it was a bunch of good vibes there, and those are great guys, and there can never be any bad feelings to the University of Georgia for me.
Along the same lines, did you take pride in how many guys that you played with were drafted? It's pretty incredible seeing all those guys drafted.
100%, but I wasn't surprised. Every day of practice, those guys earned it. You can have raw talent, but you got to work, and those guys work to say the least. So, they've earned that, and I'll always be proud of them.
With your skill set, what rushing the passer and setting the edge, how much will you be able to help improve this defense that honestly struggled a lot last year? That
remains to be seen. Like I said, whatever comes of me being Jermaine Johnson, me being the best teammate I can be, I'll take it a day at a time. And, like I said, I don't put crazy expectations on me. The only expectations I put on me is being the best teammate you can be and staying true to yourself.
What was it like being in that Georgia defensive line room? 3 guys went in the first round, and you went in the first round also.
Yeah.
What is it about that culture in that D-line room?
It's really not just the D-line room. It's the organization as a whole. It's a lifestyle. You're there to play football, and you're there to win championships and compete for championships. So, it's an unset standard. Coaches really have to hold anybody accountable. We do that. We did that ourselves, and it's no surprise that all those guys got drafted that high and they won the national championship, because I know how that program gets down, and it's professional. They do things the right way, and I'm all the better for being a part of that program.